Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. Now this is an FV207, that's the tier 8 British SPG, and we're located on the east spawn of Airfield, and the commander of the vehicle is FendaBenda. Now what can I tell you about the FV207? Well, not a lot. They didn't actually put it into production, that's for sure. It had two different guns, a 5.5 inch gun and a quick firing 6-inch gun. It was supposed to be built on the chassis of a Conqueror tank, supposed to be, but and they planned to put a 105mm, a 140mm or 152mm howitzer on it in a closed cabin. But unfortunately it wasn't put through and actually manufactured. Oh, now why did he stop there? Not quite sure. Now the one third thing about the FV207 is it has a very wide gun arc, and that's because the gun can actually swivel in that mount there. You can see it. A bit like the M44's gun mount can swivel, and that means that it has a wide arc of fire, and that means less reticule bloom when you're aiming at the target. Now, and he's going up on top of that little mound and he's going to fire from there. Okay, and he's now looking for targets on the south side, and he's found one. T25-2. Well, it was where that T25-2 was seen. Okay, T54 Mod 1 or first prototype. Quite a good little tank, that one, roundhouse. No, I think he thought it was actually going to pull back, but he did splash it anyway for 91 hit points. Okay, we've got a Batchat 25 ton just behind that rock. He's using that rock face for cover. There's a whole bunch of tanks there, and the Wizzy 131 went too far in and got taken out by the AMX 1390. Or actually, no, it's the T71. Oh, but a good hit there on the Batchat 25 ton, 310 hit points. And he's being spotted by that Wizzy 132, who's about to meet that T71, and this is going to be very one-sided. Yeah, I'm afraid so. And the reason is that T71's got an autoloader, and he can pump those shells in really quickly. But he took a hit himself, and FendaBenda's ready to shoot, and it's a bit late, that I'm afraid. Didn't give enough lead. If he had given it a bit more lead, he might have been able to do more damage. Unfortunately, that T44's gone down as well. So they're already 4 tanks down. 4 tanks down. That's quite a lot. Okay. Ready to shoot, but we've lost all the targets. Ah, finally got one. Okay, it's that T71 again, the one who's being a nuisance. And remember, he's down to very low hit points here, so a splash will be enough to take him out. Oh, and that that ELC went in a little too deep there, and he's but he managed to get the kill on the T71. Or was it? No, it was the T25-2 got him. Now he got a hit there on the Black Dog, and he's picking up stun assist. He's actually stunned him. There's that T25-2 again, but he's going back to the Black Dog. The ELC's in a way forward position that's not really a very safe position for an ELC Evan to be, even though he's got fairly good fire rate. You've only got 3 shots in the ELC Evan. You can get 3 good shots and then you have to retire to reload. Now he fired the round in there, but he hit the spires of the temple, or spires, the supports of the temple. The pillars, I should say, actually. Those are a bit of a problem on firing things that are on the temple mount. Right, there's that T25-2 again. Dialing in. Marking target. Ready. Round out. Oh, direct hit. Takes him out. 219 hit points. That was a really good strike. Dialed in fully. It was very accurate. And he's reloading. Now, the Evan actually is providing lots of spotting information. So the one good thing we can say, I mean, it's a very dangerous position for that ELC to be in, but he is helping his team by telling us where the enemy is. And that round went in and stunned the M41. But that Evan's in a lot of danger now from that back chat. Ooh, pull back. Yes. I think he just got a little too close. But the back chat goes down. He's taken out by the T25-2 again. That's the second kill for that T25-2. Now there's that black dog, and he took a big hit there. 277 hit points. Needs to be careful. He's only got 146 hit points left, so he could end up getting killed in the next shot if he's not careful. Right, can he dial in a shot on that T25-2? Well, yes, he can. Round out. Oh, yes, he got him! T25-2, I thought actually he'd missed, but it was actually the round that went from the other Arty on his team, the GW. Okay, the Evan's pulling back. And over on the other side, we've got a 1375. And the Skoda's having a pop at him with his autoloader. But I think he's reloading now. And FendaBenda gets a round in that stuns the 1375. And the Skoda's come up the other side, but he's been hit. Right, trying to get a round in on that. Oh, the Evan's in a lot of trouble now. The Black Dog's come forward, but the Evan takes him out. I thought it was going to be tremendous risk for the Evan. He must have thrown a reload in there somewhere to have enough rounds left to take out the Black Dog if he ever did come forward, and it worked. Right, Chariot here. And he's hiding behind that rock. Now this is going to be a difficult shot, because that rock face is going to get in the way. Oh, he manages to get it behind. Right, going for the 1390. Round out. Lands in front of him. Too far away to do any splash damage or stun. Right, well, they're one tank up at the moment, but they've lost sight of the enemy, so the ELC is going to have to go out and have a quick look and see if he can spot someone. Well, they found the T10, but he's hiding behind that rock. He knows how to stay Arty safe. Round out, and it splashes him and actually tracks him. And there's an enemy 1390s turned up. Oh, he just took a hit from the enemy Arty, the M12. He's going to have to relocate now. Luckily, both these palm trees have gone down. That's going to provide him some cover. But obviously the M12 managed to spot his tracer. Now that 1390 is still there. The worry is the M12 is going to have another pop at that position. It looks to me like the round from the M12 landed beside the pillar or the mound that the FV207 was sitting on. Right, AMX 5100. Luckily, in the meanwhile, that ELC Evan has actually taken out the AMX 1390. Fires a round in. No result. Now he's moving now to chase position. He doesn't want that M12 to get a second chance. And they're now ahead by 2 tanks. The enemy does have 2 heavies and 2 arties. And we know where both of the heavies were seen in grid square E3. So everybody's closing in on that position. The ELC, Evan's trying to locate them. There's the SU-14 too. Okay, the school bus. FendaBenda's dialed in on him. Looks like he's trying to get behind cover. Round out. And he killed him! That's his third kill of the game. Now he could platoon with the LC-7 or the Wizzy 111. They're on for a brothers in arms. And there's the enemy M12. Okay, he's running for the quarter of the map. Oh, the coward! He's not going to fight. He's trying to drown himself. Oh, if only we could get around in there. We can stun the M12, and that means he'll pick up the kill. And he does pick it up. Well done there, FendaBenda. We don't like people who suicide like that. Good shot. That took him out. Okay, this is going to be difficult for that T25 too, because the T10's got him basically. Even though he just managed to put a round in there. Oh, and he actually damaged the T25 too. Oh dear. Well, it hit the T10, but it damaged the T25 too as well at the same time. Stunned both of them, and the T10 then used his firepower to take out the T25 too. But here comes the Evan, and he's got 3 rounds to fire into that T10. The question is, will he be able to get through? I think so. FendaBenda fires in and hits 200 hit points. The Wizzy 111-14 is going in for the clinch. The ELC-7 will be able to take a few shots as well. They'll all be firing in now. And he's gone down. He was taken out by the Wizzy 111-14. And that's the end of the game. Let's have a look at the end of battle results. And it's a first class tanker for FendaBenda in the FV207. He also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 12. And a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. And that's exactly what he got. On top of that, he managed to pick up a counter battery fire badge because he took out the enemy Arty, which is the SU-14-2 and the M12, who sneakily tried to suicide. Koki 16, bad boy. You don't suicide, you fight to the end. If you can, if you can't take them all out, then at least go down fighting and try and take the enemy with you, or one of them with you, because it's more XP for you. Anyway, let's have a look at the end of battle team scores. Well, the highest damage went to the Wizzy 111-14, but the FV207 of FendaBenda managed to get 2,834 hit points. When it came to kills, he was second again with 4 kills to the Wizzy 111's 5. And when it came to base XP, he managed to get 1,016 to the ELC-7, who managed to get 1,041. So there wasn't much in it, but that ELC did a lot of work in terms of spotting for his team and putting shells into the enemy, and of course taking out enemy. Pity that there was no platoon there, because there would have been brothers in arms for it. Well, FendaBenda fired 18 rounds, got 6 direct hits, 6 penetration and 10 splash. Did damage of 2,834 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He did damage that T25-2 for 132 hit points. So unfortunately that counts against him. But he hit 9 of the enemy and killed 4 of them. And did damage assistance of 314 credits, hit points rather. And stun assistance of 1,236 hit points off 11 stuns. On a premium account, he earned 31,000, or standard account, sorry, he did 31,939 credits, and he was fined 1,371 credits because he damaged the T25-2. So that left 30,568, and after repair and ammunition resupply, he was left with only 8,433 credits. He received 1,016 base XP, but it was times 2 for the first victory of the day, so he actually took away 2,032 XP altogether. But the Evan 90 stays alive, and yes, he did provide a lot of spots for FendaBenda, a lot of spotting indeed, which was very helpful to the team. And he was right alive all the way till the end, and it's a great little machine for causing problems for the enemy, spotting for your team, and just generally causing mayhem. And I love that machine for that reason. It's the light tank that actually provides the Arty with all the spots they need to do their job properly. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in our next video.